know that our robotics students are our future engineers and our future computer scientists and our future renewables energy employees, and so we know that this is the best and the brightest. We want to make sure that we get DTE in front of them so that they're aware of who we are and how supportive we are of their future careers. I am absolutely blown away. These kids and the coaches and the mentors, the way that they're working together, the way that they're partnering to solve problems, the camaraderie, it's just an amazing opportunity to see partnership in action and to see real problems being solved. The competition is fun, but there's so much more to it than I ever imagined.
It's really seen the motivation in the kids, because a lot of these kids, especially the rookie teams, even in non-rookie teams, when they come and look at what they're doing and say, I can't do this, this is too hard, but as they stick with it and learn that I can do this, and no one will stop me once they've learned the process and how exciting it is for them to see, oh my gosh, we built this robot and it's actually working, right? And for them to see that and say, I want to come back next year and do it again and do it and continue doing it. I want to be an engineer, or I want to be a scientist. That's what really is exciting for me to see, especially in our kids that are underrepresented kids. That they don't. A lot of these kids don't come from families that they're not exposed to science or engineering, and for them to see I can do this and I want to do this is exciting.
My team this year, I have 5 students, and this is all their first year doing robotics. Why just the suburban teams? Why can't my students get these opportunities? So I said, I am going to get robotics no matter what it takes. Watching the kids' confidence grow, watching their eyes light up and have so much fun. The first time they take a robot and it moves, they program it and they see it move. Just it's amazing to see how it brings personalities out in children. It makes, and it brings friendships together. It's just good for their soul. Some are just doing it for fun, but I think it also gives them an opportunity to think about this in the future when they never would have before. So it's not like they want to go into it, so that's why they're joining the robotics team. I think it's more they enjoy the robotics team, then they think, oh, maybe I could do something like this. Problem solving, perseverance, teamwork, working with others, cooperation, and just a good work ethic. You can't be lazy in robotics, or you'll never get a robot.
I work at Eastern Michigan University on a program called Gear Up. It's a 7-year grant that follows students from 7th grade all the way to their first year after high school, and we do college and career readiness work. And so we partner with different schools, 3 of which are in Detroit, and all 3 of which happen to have robotics teams as well. And so for us, what we're trying to do is make sure that we are preparing our students for whatever careers, interests, goals they have as they continue to progress throughout our program. Little things we can do to help keep that sort of excitement and joy around robotics and help to feel like it's something that we can build kind of a pipeline from our middle schools into our high schools to really increase the influence of STEM in the area. Right now we're working with our high schools, our future high schools and our middle schools to connect their different robotics teams so that they can sort of get a chance to see what is it like to go into a high school robotics program. How can you kind of get your brain open and excited to different ways that you could be doing the work that you're interested in. And for us, we measure a lot of our impact in both involvement, so the amount of students that we have involved in these different pieces, and then the matriculation up as well. And so do they persist? Are they staying involved? And is this going to eventually lead in that first year after high school towards careers or paths involved in STEM? And so for us, we'll be tracking that the entire time. We have a partnership with TI, Texas Instruments, and they do things like bringing different computers and providing programming sessions for teachers, and then perhaps for students as well. And so we're trying to bring in outside resources and expertise to help support the development. It's really fun to see students excited about something that feels like a career path and that feels like unique and special. And I think that's really what it's about, especially during COVID. You don't have the same opportunities to come into schools the way we would like to. And so when you can find those little sort of joy bringers, particularly around academics, when we have such sort of low attendance generally across the board and a lot of people missing time, when you can find something academically someone's attached to, it's all about kind of just cultivating that excitement. And we hope to be able to do some of that too.